Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we have a video that I have actually been looking forward to. In late December, a sovereign citizen named Trellis Lane appeared in Judge Simpson's court and started talking his usual sovereign citizen nonsense. Judge Simpson did not let it go on for long. He ended the Zoom hearing immediately and scheduled a new hearing that had to be done in person. Before we get started, there is something you should know about Judge Simpson. He is one of the coolest and most relatable judges in Michigan. As long as you follow the same rules everyone else follows, he is calm and fair. But when it comes to assats and cavitards who like to take their edible highlighters and color outside the lines, he has zero patience. So with that said, let's begin.
Court does call the case. Peninsula Place versus, is it Trellis Lane? Here.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Jane here on behalf of the plaintiff.
Sir, your name?
Sorry, Judge. Trellis Lane.
All right, this is the date for non-jury trial, and this is a non-payment of rent case. How much is the plaintiff claim is owing?
Your Honor, the total balance at this time is $3,320.17 plus court costs of $161. $3,320.17.
All right.
Hey, got it.
Sir, of that amount, is there any that you believe that you owe?
No.
Of course you do not. But to be fair, I have never met a sovereign citizen or American state national who thinks they should have to pay for the goods and services they use. These people act like paying is optional, which it obviously is not.
You were going to say something.
I was going to ask to object what he was about to say as far as about the numbers. About saying what I owe, but you already answered the question. Ask me the question.
And
I
Mr.
can break
Penn,
down that amount if you want me to, Your Honor.
pardon?
I can break down the amount if you'd like me to.
Just one moment. We'll get to that. Sir, can I ask you, I received the documents from you. Is there a reason why you don't think you owe that amount?
Because it's already been paid, Your Honor. Far as reporting adverse information about a cosigner Act 211 of 1989, Peninsula Place is trying to held me liable as the cosigner when I have interest and a signature and I'm a natural person. So they're trying to hold liable.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
Just so that I have the background on it. You reside in this unit that's at, I think, 315B
Correct.
at 1000. You reside there.
That's my place of abode.
Well, you live there, right?
Depends on who you're talking about. I'm acting as a consumer. So, as far as like my, apparent special appearance and my estate stays there. But as far as a natural man, I don't have no place.
Well, do not worry. The natural man will not be homeless and alone for long, because the estate, or estate as the rest of us call it, has not been paying rent either. It will be joining you at the lunch dumpster after court. This is a sarcastic way of showing that these people are acting like they are above the law. But in reality, nobody is giving away free housing.
As far as my estate and my...
Okay, so when whoever is in this courtroom leaves here to go to what they would call home, where does this person that's sitting here go?
To my place of abode, Your Honor.
Which is where?
Peninsula Place.
Okay, at the 315B.
Correct.
All right, that's what I need to know. Okay. Do you have a ledger?
And I'll give Mr. Lane a copy also.
Thank you.
And Mr. Fantera, this would be your witness, is
Yes.
that correct? Okay, why don't we do this? Why don't we have her and Mr. Lane sworn in, please?
Thank you.
Yeah, wait.
Right. So we're affirming the testimony about you.
I do.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, could I give you real quick context on that?
Yes, please.
We had a previous case last summer where Mr. Lane received Sarah funds. And when we had the, I have a case number, I have a copy of the unsigned copy of the COD. That was entered on September 9th. SOS paid his rent through September. It had left a small balance of, I think about $119, which we waived. So the balance, even though it doesn't show it on there because we didn't actually get the SOS check till sometime later, his rent at the end of September was $0.
Got it.
So the total balance that's on there is 5 months of rent at $513, water and sewer bills, electric bills. There's not even any late fees, and then there's 161 in court costs. So I just want to clarify that, in fact, none of this goes back past September 30th. In fact, I don't know if you remember, we actually, when we had the previous case, Mr. Lane had sued Peninsula Place seeking the return of all money he paid forever. And he denied that he owed money, but simultaneously applied for Sarah, and he denied he applied for Sarah. You verified with probably Aaron at the time that he had applied for Sarah. He ended up getting Sarah funds. He would not sign the COD, and then you basically gave him a choice. I'll enter the COD, or we'll have a trial and I'll give you a judgment. But sounds like he's raising some of the same stuff now that he attempted to raise.
Your Honor, free to speak.
Go ahead, sir.
So, Your Honor, when I applied for, so at first I didn't know what I was applying for.
Then why would you apply for it? That is the worst offense you could make. And we all know you are lying because you moved in immediately after signing the contract. That clearly shows you knew the contract and the exchange of goods would be legal tender on your end. And in return, you would get a place to lay your empty shell of embarrassment on theirs. This highlights how obvious the lies of some sovereign citizens are in court.
So when I applied for Sarah funding, I ended up giving my principal information, which was my name, my date of birth, and my social security number. Basically, I'm here today saying that I gave my principal to Peninsula Place and I've never received any consideration.
Your Honor, I don't understand what that means.
All right, I don't know what that means. However, are you Trellis Lane? That's a yes or no. Because I'll tell you, if you are, then we'll go ahead with the trial. If you're not Trellis Lane, then I'm going to give them a judgment by default because Trellis Lane hasn't shown.
I'm here on special appearance.
No, you can't do that. You are not an attorney at law because you can't appear for somebody else. So my question is, and I'll ask it again, are you Trellis Lane?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. So, Mr. Lane, October of 2022, did you pay rent to the landlord?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and how did you pay that?
I'm paying with my credits that's on file. So I sent instructions back in May, basically to get my account zero every month.
To do what?
I sent instructions back in May, then I sent another one to December to the CEO.
The CEO of what?
American Campus Communities. So he's seen my email, so he's aware of what's going on. basically, like I say, I'm looking for consideration. I have not been getting no consideration, no adequate consideration.
Well, you get adequate consideration for the contract and any payment by virtue of the fact that you have a residence. So I don't think consideration is even an issue.
But yeah, I have several questions.
Well, you can go ahead and ask your questions, but I don't know. Let me just ask this. October 2022, how did you pay your rent?
I paid with my endorsed, took the bill, I endorsed it.
Did you give them cash?
They don't have,
We being whom?
I'm saying, it's a credit system, Your Honor.
It's a what?
Credit system. We don't.
So who's in charge of this credit system?
So who's in charge?
Surely.
I mean, we haven't had money since 1933 American Bacon.
We being whom? Who are you talking about when you say we haven't had money? Who is we?
As far as like the United States haven't had money since 19.
Oh, they definitely have, and I spent my share.
Judge Simpson is not playing around today. You are not going to get away with telling him or anyone watching this video that money does not exist, especially when many of us would gladly give a significant portion of ours to grant you and your fellow troglodytes the deportation that you deserve. This shows how serious the courtroom is and how little patience the judge has for nonsense arguments.
So, I don't know. You're saying you gave them credit.
Yes.
In what form did you give them credit in the month of October 2022?
Then credit, I took the bill, which they give me a bill every month, which is a statement. I take the statement, everyone, I can show you what I'm doing.
I know what he's referring to. Can I show you?
Yeah.
All right, now everyone needs to pay close attention because the sovereign citizen rental scheme is about to be explained in full detail. And it will not be explained by a soft heart trying to get you to believe their scam. It will be explained by a lawyer representing someone who is being scammed. This is important because it shows the truth from the perspective of someone who understands the law.
Well, show him, and then
I got copies for him. Here's what he's getting, Your Honor. We have a third-party billing company called Zigo. And so what they do is every month they bill the utilities. So he gets this bill, and then you'll see at the bottom what he writes is pay to the order of Peninsula Place. And so what he's taken, so for example, the top one says pay to the order of Peninsula Place, $662.12. That amount is his monthly rent plus the $123.12 in utilities that are at the top. There's 3 of these that I've attached. So what he does is he cuts off the bottom and he mails that in as with instructions to pay to the order of Peninsula Place as if that's a check.
have this marked as plaintiff's exhibit and 2. The ledger being 1. But Mr. Lane, you have a copy of what I've marked as plaintiff's exhibit 2. Is what Mr. Fantera described, is that correct? Is that what you do?
Yes, I'm accepting the credits that's given to me, and I'm transferring it back.
Who's giving you this credit? They who?
So Peninsula Place, they're so in the beginning when I signed up with Peninsula Place, I gave my credit information. So those payments are supposed to come to me as credit. So with
what payments?
The payments that's coming every month. So those payments, they're trying to hold me liable for it, and I'm taking the credits that I'm receiving and dishing it back to them, to Peninsula Place.
Who's giving you credit?
You said who's giving me credit?
Yeah.
I have credit, Your Honor. I have a security interest.
In what?
And this so-called contract with Peninsula Place.
Okay, but who's giving you credit? Young man, you keep using these terms, payment, credit, and it seems to me as I'm listening to you that you're using them improperly. So my question is, have you paid anything to the plaintiff in US dollars or anything that evidences US dollars?
No, I haven't paid in US dollars. But
Or anything evidencing US dollars? Like a check, credit card, anything like that?
so this is,
No, that's a yes or no.
can you repeat the question, Your Honor?
Have you, let me just break it apart so we get it real clear. Have you paid for the months of October 2022, November 2022, December 2022, January 2023, or February of 2023? Have you paid to anything to Peninsular Place in US dollars?
No, Your Honor.
Have you paid anything to them that is evidence of an account which holds US dollars?
Yes, Your Honor.
What? And what account is it attached to? You better be careful about answering my question. Because if you're telling me that you gave them or paid them something that evidences an account that can access US dollars, show it to me.
I am sorry, Judge, but unless you brought your Black's Law Dictionary Narnia edition, you are not going to understand any of that nonsense. This sarcastic statement highlights how overcomplicated and ridiculous some of these sovereign citizen claims are.
How does that access US dollars?
Because, Your Honor, this account, I'm the holder and I have interest.
Then show me the balance on that account.
They show you the balance?
Yep.
Just show you the balance.
No, you haven't shown me anything. Show me the balance on the account. If you give somebody something that evidences that they can access US dollars, then there is a balance on that account in terms of what you're giving them. Much as if somebody gave a check to them, they would be able to show the account for which they can then present that check and receive US dollars. Show me that account, Mr. Lane.
Like I said, Your Honor, I don't know what else you're asking for. This is the...
No, you know exactly what I'm asking for.
You're asking for something that's coming out.
Something that evidences that by that piece of paper that you've given them, that they can access US dollars.
Okay. I don't have any other account besides this, Your Honor.
You don't have any what?
I said I don't have any other evidence besides this right here.
That does not show me that they can access US dollars.
Okay.
Where would they take that to, in your mind? Where would they take that to access United States dollars?
Put it on the ledger.
Where would they take it to access US dollars?
So, okay. So, Your Honor, so I got a question. As far as landlord and tenant relationships, it's in here.
I'll try to answer your question as soon as you answer mine.
Okay.
Where would they take it to access US dollars?
They would take it and take the check and put it on the ledger with my credit. Because if I owe something, Your Honor, it would be in a negative balance. How can I pay something that's in a positive balance? How can...
You don't have a positive balance.
This is...
You have given them a piece of paper that you yourself just said is a check. So where would they take that to access your account?
So, Your Honor,
and receive US dollars?
Honor, they're acting in dishonor. They're taking it and they never said anything about or object to it. So it was off their...
Oh, they're objecting now, certainly. Where would they take it, Mr. Lane?
So where would they take it? I mean, as far as they have a security deposit deposition bond. So they have it in a financial institution.
What financial institution
I'm not...
would they take it to get cash from your check, as you call it, that would then be debited from your account, where would they take it?
Debited, so what about the credits, Your Honor?
I don't see a credit.
On this paper, it says credit payments and credits.
That's not what it means, to the extent it says that. You have no credit. Where would they take it to get US dollars?
So where would they take it? They would take it out of my trust, Your Honor.
Out of your trust.
Yes.
Where is this trust located?
We all have a trust in them.
Okay, let's say we all do. I'm not accepting your premise, but let's say we all do.
Well, that is because it is all in your head, and you have not been able to locate your brain for years. You do not have a trust account with the Treasury, and believe me, nobody invested in you as a baby. This points out the absurdity of some of the sovereign citizen theories about secret accounts and government money for individuals.
So if they wanted US dollars for this thing you purport to be a check, you can't tell them where to take it.
In the Treasury.
Which Treasury?
The Treasury.
Oh, so they have to go to the US Treasury with this thing that purports to be a check. Really?
They were pulling from the Treasury. That's why they asked for my information.
Who is pulling from the Treasury?
Peninsula Place, Your Honor.
So Peninsula Place is pulling from the US Treasury.
I got the account attached to my name with my social and my information.
So they're pulling from the US Treasury because of that?
Say that again?
So because of that, they're pulling from the US Treasury?
I mean, they're charging the account. So this account has my information tied into it, which is showing that it's already prepaid. So what they're trying to do is Peninsula is trying to make me repay.
You've never paid anything, so they're not trying to make you repay, they're trying to make you pay.
Your Honor, so how did we get here if I provided my information to Peninsula Place?
We got here because you have never provided them anything
Okay.
to pay on this account in US dollars or anything evidencing US dollars. That's how we're here for 5 months. You haven't done that.
Okay. So in the contract, it says payment and then specify what type of payment.
I am sure the rental contract you signed had a dollar amount that had to be paid each month. The question is, was that amount in legal tender or Lee paint chips? Because sovereign citizens are only full of one of those, and it is not money. This sarcastic remark shows how ridiculous their arguments about payment being optional really are.
Your Honor, this is evident.
Hold on.
Okay.
In order to pay in credit, if you will, you must have something that evidences a balance on that credit. I've already asked you once. Why not? I'll ask you again. Show me something that evidences the credit.
That shows the credit, the birth certificate, and a social security number showing my line of credit that I applied.
So how much is in that line of credit?
You say how much is in the line of credit?
Sure. If you got a line of credit, it's got to have a value. So how much is in it?
I believe everybody has $1 billion.
You're saying that your birth certificate and the social security, you have a line of credit. I don't believe that to be the case, but what the heck? Let's ask you, how much is then in your line of credit?